Good evening. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for Tuesday, the 19th of August, 2025, just getting on about 6:55 p.m. Central Time. You know, the dollar had another rally today. That process kept the metal markets lower. Then we saw a break come into the stock indices today. Whether it'll hold, advance from here, it's hard to tell. But you're at that ugly part of August where markets in the tail end have a tendency to not do well. It's that simple in the financial arena, in the stocks, and as I see it in the metals right now. Just not a market that's holding up. I thought it could do better, but it's just not going to. And by the way, when I thought it could do better, I wasn't expecting much of a rally out of it at this time either. Just back and forth. We're going to get a little bit of information tomorrow. You get the Mortgage Bankers Association numbers at 6. Then we're going to get the Fed minutes where we'll get a pretty good idea as to what everybody was talking about. The API numbers just came out, and we had a good draw, 2.4 million barrels of the crude, but we put into the motor gas stocks 1 million barrels and 500,000 in distillates. So I don't look at that as a friendly report. I look at it as a report where they took a little from one area and all of a sudden they're building stocks at the wrong time. So we'll see what that can do. If you look at the energy markets, a bit of a bounce tonight, but probably more of a reaction than any new fundamentals at work. Bonds and notes down a little bit. As we take a look at what gold's done, it has retraced to the 18-week moving average of closes. It's under it slightly, so we give it a little downside bias right now. You can see how this market continues to fall, and I was showing you day after day this approximate range, and you're still doing pretty much that. You haven't really come out of this. You had one of these also happen here and another one here. The market tends to bounce back after that, and I do believe that'll happen in gold. When I did my gold report, I was looking down the road, not right now. It's a little later in the year. It's September, October, right in that zone, where I think the market will come alive because it's going to get the tariff news. And I do believe you're going to see the tariff news show up, and we're going to continue what we did with that PPI number that I thought was not a number that the Fed can cut interest rates on. We'll see. 3.1% is not 2% inflation. And it was going up. So we'll see if that's the case and if gold responds to it. The trending goes to the downside. The market now is underneath the 100-day average, which puts the Bollinger Band potentially in play at 33.23. Resistance on rallies back into this general zone of the green and the red, the 18-day and the 100-day average, the 33.78 to 97, and you're oversold. So, do I think you're adding new shorts? Not really. I think it's more liquidation than anything. The gold-silver ratio is back up to the 18-day average. Will it stay there is the big question. If it does, this chart will light up in bright orange tomorrow. When we come to the silver, you can see it too is falling. Unlike gold, it's not oversold. It might be reaching for this 37.28 level yet. Copper market just flat as can be, unable to put anything together. But you did lose the bearish embedded reading, which opens the door for potentially price, and wherever the 18-day average falls to, I think the two can join each other. We'll see what that does. In the platinum market, still a market that's unable to stay over that 18-day average, so the bias is down. And in the dollar, still not back to the 18-day average. The bias is down. You're getting a bear market bounce, and so far not much more than that. That puts all of this at an interesting level, which is why you might want to take a look at my report, the other reports we're putting out, and prepping you for where we think things are headed. You can move your cursor up to the top here. It'll take you to the free offers section. Sign up there. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. I'll catch up with you in the other videos tonight and in the morning flash update. Take care.